Are you struggling to attract new clients or attract high quality clients? Then you definitely want to keep listening. I'm giving you 7 steps to do that today. Welcome to the Rebel Show, the podcast for estheticians who want to grow their business, master social media, and perfect their waxing technique. I'm Bree Mesquit, esthetician, business coach, and founder of Rebel Wax and First to Market Wax Pads. I built a 6-figure clientele, a 7-figure brand, and have trained over 15,000 waxers through my in-person and online courses. Are you struggling to book clients or market yourself? You're in the right place. Each week, I bring real business strategies, waxing education, and no BS advice to help you grow. Let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Today, I'm going over 7 ways to attract high quality clients without needing to use ads. Now, I am not against ads. I think with having great organic traffic being brought in, ads just pour fuel on that fire. So it all really starts with the organic first. I have some notes here, so don't mind me as I read off of them. So if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right and it's just you're not bringing in clients, I want you to just take a step back. And sometimes it's the foundations that need to be rebuilt. So we're building the foundations of what you need to do to attract those high quality clients. So first things first is you have to define who your dream client is. You got to get specific on this one. So what my favorite exercise to do with my students and my coaching clients, which I consider you a student or a coaching client, if you tune in week after week, I'm here to serve and help you. So I want you guys to do this exercise too. Think of your current clients. Now, is there anyone who has the finances first and foremost to be able to continue with your services on a weekly, monthly basis, depending what services it is that you offer? Waxing, then it's going to be a monthly basis. They need to have that, okay? Every client really needs to have that. They need to have the finances. Okay, now, which client comes to mind right away when I say, who's your favorite client? What's that name? Whoever's name that just popped in your head, don't overthink this. That first name that popped in your head, I want you to write down all the traits about this person. First, male or female? Do they have children? Are they married? What's their job? What job do they have? So what's their schedule, their working schedule? What are some of their hobbies? What's their fears or pain? Their pain, that's a big one. It could be time restraint. It could be, we really don't want anyone with the financial restraint. That's not going to help us in our business and what we're trying to build. When it comes to high quality clients, they need to be able to afford our services. Maybe their pain is they've had a bad past experience with waxing and then they found you. Maybe it was they were wanting to try out waxing, but they were really scared and nervous and didn't know who to trust or who to go to for their first wax. Maybe one of their pains is they're afraid of being judged for their body. Maybe they are a mom and they've had changes and they have the mom pooch or they have stretch marks or hemorrhoids and they're really scared of being judged. That could be a pain point for them. All right. So I want you to do that exercise. Get really specific on who your ideal client is, because then we better know how to talk directly to them. Side note, and you may have heard me say this before, but this does not mean we're excluding anyone that doesn't fall under this category. It's just that's who we're directly talking to. You will still naturally attract people outside of that as well. For example, my business coach, he's always talking directly to men, okay? Especially men in the fitness world. And I'm a female in the beauty industry, and I still hired him as my coach. Literally, probably opposite of his ideal avatar or his ideal coaching client, but I still hired him, okay? And he was still very helpful. It was a win for him. So you're not excluding anyone by doing this. So now that you've done that, now we can get into the 7 different strategies. Step number 1, optimizing your social media bio. This is something that I see often that is just not done correctly. So does your bio clearly state who you are, what you do, and who it is that you help? So see why knowing your ideal client is so important, because that's who you're helping, okay? You need to get clear on that. So within like 5 seconds of this, with someone landing on your page, would they know exactly what it is that you're about, exactly what it is that you do? You need to get really clear on that. So what you do, who you help, and also where the heck you are located. I can't tell you how many times I've seen profiles of people where I'm like, oh, this this sounds really cool. Like I would try this out, or I really like this person. I would like to go to them for a service. I go there, I can't even tell where they're located. People need to be able to know where you're located quickly. People aren't going to dig you guys. And then a clear book now call to action. Now, setting up a ManyChat automation is the big play. So in your bio, it can say, DM me promo to claim a new client promotion. Highly recommend having a new client promotion. But then you've created DM automation. I go fully into that in another episode. You guys will need to go check that one out. Strategy number 2. So now we fixed up our bio. We've gotten clear on that. We're using SEO terms within our bio. SEO is one of the other strategies. So I'll cover that in more detail coming up here soon. Create value-driven content. So now that you know who your ideal client is, then you can create content that speaks directly to that client. One of the formats that I really like for creating either reels or carousels is outcome, pain, solution. So outcome could be, let me do something that I just recently actually did. So it's a good example. It's not necessarily client focused though. Do you want to become the go-to waxer in your local area? So that's like an outcome. Become the go-to service provider in your area. There we go. So there's the outcome. Pain. You provide a great service, but people don't know that you exist, and you're not quite sure how to run a successful ad without hiring an agency. So there's 2 pains. Then come to my class in New York. Okay, shameless plug, actually. If you guys are in or near New York and are going to be at the Welby Show, which was formerly known as IECSE, come see me, you guys. I'm teaching a class all on local ads. But see what I did there? I went the outcome. So you want to be the go-to service provider. The 2 pain points that a lot of my audience, you guys are experiencing with this. And then solution, I'm teaching a class. Come see me. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. So you guys want to do that format for your clients as well, okay? All right, those formats work really, really well. All right, so you're going to be creating value-driven content that directly relates to the client. Now, day in the life content is something that it's higher effort and there's lower value to it. I don't recommend doing day in the life type content unless you have a really large following or have built a really big brand. I have to say, even now for me, day in the life content does not do very good. You really want value driven. So day in the life isn't super value driven. Now it can be really fun. I think it's fun, but it's more kind of posting that for ourselves than for others. So it's higher effort too, like I said, and it doesn't give the outcome. I'm telling you, a lot of times this really low effort stuff can do the best. And it's nice because it's easy to put together and then it performs really well. And performance, we're not looking at views, we're not looking at likes, we're not amount of comments, engagement's good, but we're looking, how is this converting people into actual paying clients of mine? That's what we're looking for when it comes to how well it's performing. Quick interruption to the show, and yes, this is an ad, but wait, before you skip, I actually have a free gift for you. So if you're frustrated with your current wax or you're just looking to try something new, keep on listening. I'm giving new customers the chance to try Rebel Wax for free so you could test in your treatment room before committing to a full-size bag. Instead of wasting money guessing which formula might work, you can test out 2 formulas and see which one is best for you. You can claim 2 free sample bags choosing from 3 different formulas: gel, hybrid 50-50, my personal favorite, or cream. If you are a licensed esthetician or a waxer and you've been looking to find your perfect formula, this deal's for you. To claim this deal, you'll visit lashandwaxoc.com, type in samples in the search bar, and then go ahead and choose the 2 bags you would like to claim. Add them to your cart, and at checkout, go ahead and use the code TRYREBEL. This offer is for licensed estheticians and students and is limited to 1 claim per customer, so everyone gets the chance to try. Head over to lashandwaxoc.com, claim your free gift. I hope you love it. I think you will. Now back to the show. Step number 3 is sharing social proof often. So you want to share your clients' reviews. If people are posting you and tagging you, save those things so you can actually use it as a post. You can also do screenshots from DMs and text, just cover their names. But if you're doing your follow up, which you should be 24 to 48 hours after a new client comes to see you, follow up and they say, oh my gosh, my skin has never felt this great, or I've never had this great of a wax before, or it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. screenshot those. That's proof directly from your clients. You want to use that and post that stuff often. Now, if you can get video testimonies from your clients, that would be fantastic. It's worth it to give them a little bit of a discount in order to do this. What you would do is just set up your phone and real quickly ask them these 3 questions. What was life like before you found me? I could see a client saying something like, I was really wanting to start getting waxed and try out a Brazilian, but I have heard so many horror stories, I wasn't sure where to go. And then I found you and you seemed very trustworthy. So you can ask it in that way of, what was life like before you found me? Did you have any reservations or like hesitation to booking your first appointment with me? And now how are things after having seen me X amount of times? So you'd want to know 3 times or whatever. So I could see it going like this. I was really nervous. I was wanting to try a Brazilian, but I wasn't sure who to trust or go to. Yes, I was very hesitant because I didn't know you, but I saw your content online and it seemed like you were speaking directly to me and I really felt like I could trust you and you had that new client promo. So I went ahead and booked that. And now I'm so happy. I have my routine. I come in, see you every month. It's reduced so much time getting ready. I'm no longer shaving. I'm not dealing with razor bumps anymore. I'm just super excited that I had found you and I recommend anyone to come to you. Boom, done. So those 3 questions prompt really great testimonies, right? So I would offer a discount and collect as many of those as possible. Step number 4, you've got to talk to the camera. You really do. People need to hear what you sound like. Your personality shines through talking to the camera. Carousel posts do really well right now. You can do those still. B-roll does with text on screen and no talking does really well, but you have to have those talking videos in there too. People need to know what it's like to communicate with you, okay? And see your personality. One of the best ways to do this too, if you're really nervous, to just like talk straight to the camera, how I am now. And you guys, I have not always been good at this. I promise you that. I recently just put together our brand story and I was going back to my content that I started. I first was on social media in 2017. It's cringe. It's so bad. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so embarrassing, but I did it. It doesn't matter. Embarrassment is the price of entry, you guys. And I paid heavily. It's so bad. If it's really hard for you, sit down, do this. Start with just documenting more than creating. So you can set up your phone or something when you're taking clients to where it's just filming you. Like not even your client or anything. You could do that. There's so many different ways that you can do this. You can audio record yourself so that you can go back and listen to it and be like, ooh, that would be a good point. I should say that. And then you're just repeating it looking at the camera now. So that's going to take a little bit of practice, but you already have kind of what to say and it to sound more natural because it was you naturally speaking and saying this to a client. That's one way to do it. Or just get through the first few and it's just going to suck and it's going to be awkward. You're going to hate it and just do it. Okay. It's sets and reps. That's how we got good at waxing. That's how you're going to get good at talking to the camera. You just got to do it. Step number 5, using local SEO. You need a Google business profile. You guys, you 110% need a Google business profile. I had Jane, the lady paying, as some of you may know her as, do my SEO, my website. I'm ranked number 1 on Google now for my waxing studio. Absolutely incredible. Highly recommend. Be ready to invest $4,900. So this is playing. You're running with the big dogs now. Actually, okay, that's funny. I don't know why I said that, but actually it's a steal because you get results. I've been burnt by so many website and SEO people, I'm telling you, and have spent a lot more than this, and they are absolutely gangster. You can head to the link that pops up on the screen here somewhere and use code BREE100 and you'll get $100 off that. This will help you get ranked, okay? First and foremost, but you need to have a Google business profile. Those are high intent clients. When someone searches Brazilian wax bend, we are the number 1 to pop up. When someone types in best Brazilian wax and bend on ChatGPT, we are the number 1 to pop up. So SEO is going to be your main service that you provide. So for us as Brazilian waxing, of course, we provide all waxing, but mainly Brazilian waxing is what we're really promoting. So Brazilian waxing and Bend, Oregon. So our location. So for you, the main service that you want to be promoting and then your location. Okay. Those are the SEO terms that you just absolutely have to dominate and own. So go check out lady paying in her services. You won't regret it. The ROI, it's a little bit of a long game, but we saw results within a few months, okay? So 100% worth it. I would do it 1,000 times over again, and I recommend it to every single one of my coaching clients. Step number 6, use a referral and loyalty systems. I love send me 3, get 1 free. So you send me 3 new clients, you get 1 Brazilian wax free. Now specify the dollar amount. So usually most people are coming in for a Brazilian. We charge $70. So I'm just going to say send me 3 people, get a service for free up to $70. So if they do a leg wax and it's $100, then they pay the difference of 30 or whatever. You guys can figure out the referral system that you want to do, but using a referral and loyalty system is really important. Then making sure you're talking about this with clients so that you get them to actively know that it exists and be sharing it with their friends. Referrals, I'm sure you guys have all been annoyed where you go on Facebook groups and you're asking, hey, how do you guys get new clients? And everyone starts saying referrals, referrals. You're like, okay, that's good for you, but I don't have any clients yet, so I don't have anyone to refer. But there's a reason why people say that. Referrals is one of the number one ways to build your business, and you need to really incentivize people to be doing that. Step number 7, be consistent, not just creative. So you got to be consistent. You can't, I've seen this so many times, and I've fallen into this too, where I feel really creative. So I create like 10 pieces of content, and then I just want to post all of them because I'm like so excited about them. I want everyone to see it. I want to share it with everyone. So then I would like post heavily and then fall off the face of the earth for a few days or a week, especially at the beginning of social media. Now I know the importance of consistency. So we have schedules and we follow them. But when you are feeling creative, batch the content, create carousels, create reels, do all of that, and then make sure you're staying consistent and schedule out. I can't recommend scheduling enough, you guys. If you create a bunch of pieces of content, schedule it out. Do 3 posts a week. Consistency is so incredibly important. And then you want to focus on consistency and build the habit. And then you really do want quality stuff too. So I'd rather you be posting maybe a little bit less per week, but consistently. So come up with a plan and stick to the plan, but making it good quality. So if that means going down from posting once a day to like 3 to 5 times a week, but then that allows you to first stay consistent, but put out better quality content, then I'd rather you do that. It's going to give you the most bang for your buck and have the most conversions of turning these followers into actual paying clients, because that's the whole goal at the end of the day, is to attract local paying clients. All right, guys, that's your 7 steps. Now I need you to implement ManyChat into your business. It's a non-negotiable in my opinion. So I'll see you over there on my ManyChat video explaining how to get that set up. And then click here if you want 20 content ideas. If you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and head to episode 82 for ManyChat and 65 for the 20 content ideas. I'll see you guys over there.